I can't understand.
Hmm?
I can't understand.
Who?
The
Who's talking? Sorry.
color.
Omar? عبد الجواد?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna repeat again. Mm-mm. Wait. Okay, guys, again. The congruency. The congruency, that means this. That means similar or exactly the same يا عمر. When I want to say something is congruent to another thing, that means exactly the same. لازم يكون زيه بالظبط في كل حاجة. Okay, as example, لو if I have a line segment and I want to say this line segment are congruent to another, that means لو line segment دي its length 5 يبقى عشان تكون في واحدة تانية congruent ليها it should be with 5 برضو centimeter مثلا or any unit length. An angle, if I want to say this angle are congruent to another and this angle is measured 20 degrees, the angle that congruent to it should be 20 degrees exactly. This is an object, a line segment or an angle. But what about the figure, polygon? The polygon that consists of what? Sides and angles and vertices, by the way. But the main thing here, where is there still? Wait. The polygon contains from sides and angles. That means when I have two polygons and I want to say that the two polygons are congruent, all the two polygons should be exactly the same. So I have two conditions to say that the corresponding sides are equal in length and the corresponding angles are equal in measure. The two conditions should be there. Okay.
بس مش باين.
Here now is clear.
Miss, can I, Miss,
Yes, yes.
again, please?
Again.
Miss, again, please. I didn't.
Okay, guys.
Can you say it again?
Okay,
Again.
Again, I will repeat again.
Okay. Thanks.
Again, guys, when I want to say that the two things, whatever, line segment as example. Okay, I want that congruent. The word congruent means the thing or the two figures or the two things are exactly the same. يعني لما يكون عايزة أقول على حاجة congruent لازم يكونوا exactly the same زي بعض بالظبط في كل حاجة. فهمنا؟ The meaning of the word congruent يعني لما أحطهم على بعض كده ينطبقوا على بعض هما الاتنين يبقوا كأنهم حاجة واحدة. فهمنا معنى كلمة congruent؟
Yes. I understand.
Okay. طيب. But the polygon, when I want to say that polygon is congruent to another, polygon, any polygon in the world contains from sides and angles. Okay, and I have the two polygons I want to say that the two polygons are congruent. I have two conditions. I have two conditions. The first condition, the corresponding or their corresponding sides are equal in length. The second condition, their corresponding angles are equal in measure. Yes.
I can't understand their corresponding angles are
I'm gonna
equal in
repeat
length.
again. هتفهمها دلوقتي يا مهران. You're gonna understand. Look at the two rectangles here. Here the first A, B, C, D. And the second X, Y, Z, L. What is the meaning of corresponding? What is the meaning of corresponding? Concentrate, please. Corresponding sides, that means if I have here the side AB, what is the corresponding to it in the other rectangle؟ يعني اللي زيه بالظبط هنا في نفس مكانه وفي نفس البوزيشن بتاعه وبنفس يعني كل vertex has its corresponding. ال A corresponding بتاعها X. The B corresponding Y. The D corresponding to L. with C corresponding to Z. So I want the corresponding sides. يبقى هنا ال corresponding sides mean AB corresponding to XY. طيب BC corresponding to YZ. And ZL corresponding to CD. And XL corresponding to AD. Now you can understand what is the meaning of corresponding. Corresponding again. The AB is corresponding to XY. BC corresponding to YZ. And DC corresponding to LZ. And AD.
I can't hear well. I can't hear well.
And me, I can't see. And me.
You can see what?
Here.
We can't hear.
Can't hear.
You can't hear. Now you can hear or not?
I'm sad بيقطع.
ده بيكون من النت يا عبد الرحمن. ممكن يكون الكونكشن بس.
الصوت رجع خلاص. لا خلاص الصوت رجع.
Okay.
Miss, you can repeat again, please.
Okay. Okay, guys, again, if I have two polygons and I want to say that the two polygons are congruent, that means I want the two polygons exactly the same. When I put them over each other, they look like just one figure. So I want to say that two figures are congruent, that I have two conditions. The two conditions are their corresponding sides are equal in length. They should be equal in length, and their corresponding angles are equal in measure. Okay, what about the meaning of corresponding? Here, AB corresponding to XY. Here is BC corresponding to YZ. Here, DC corresponding to LZ. And AD is corresponding to XL. That is the meaning of corresponding. Let's continue again. The two rectangles here are the same. AB here, he said to me that AB equal to XY. And BC, this line, this side, is equal to its corresponding one, YZ. And CD is corresponding to ZL. And the last one, AD, corresponding to XL. But what about the angles? The corresponding angles should be angle A corresponding to X, angle B corresponding to Y, angle D corresponding to L, and angle C corresponding to Z. طيب, what about the angles of the rectangle? This is the second condition. Measure angle A should equal measure angle X, and measure angle B should equal measure angle Y. Measure angle D should equal to measure angle L, and angle C equal to Z. Type. Here is the rectangles. Please, anyone can remind me. I will unmute. The angles of the rectangle are. Do you remember the type of the angles of the rectangle?
مين يا رب دي؟
The types of rectangle.
Huh?
Miss, can I answer?
Yes.
Acute angle.
No. Try again.
مش سامع.
The types of the
خصوصا لما
angle.
انت رنيتي عليا.
Miss isosceles.
بتاع مهند اقفله. مهند.
Do you remember the type of the
Me.
why do I say here measure angle A equal measure angle X? هو اداني measures. He didn't give me measures here. Huh? Hala, do you remember the types of the angles here of the rectangle?
Can you say it again? Because
The
this
type
one
of
is
the angle.
okay. Types of the angle. Acute angle. Acute.
Right?
This is Who said right?
Me?
Huda? Excellent,
I can't
Huda. They
answer.
are right angles. All the let me remind you with this. All the angles of the rectangle are right angles, all of them. That means angle A equal 90, angle B 90, angle D 90, angle C 90, and the same in the other any rectangle in the world. Its angles are right. That means عشان كده أنا عرفت أقول إن الangles إن الcondition بتاع الangles already here. That means angle A equal X. ما هي D 90 و D 90. B equal Y. That means D 90 و D 90 ويبقى all of them are 90. That means they are congruent. So now I can say that A, B, C, D congruent to X, Y, Z, L because the condition of the sides are here. يعني خلاص الشرط بتاع sides موجود already here. كل sides are equal and all the angles are equal too. طيب. Here I have A, B, C, D. This is a drill one from the school book. After we finish, you can do by yourself. It will be so easy. A, B, C, that's a small square. And he wants for me to draw a square X, Y, Z, L congruent to A, B, C, D. طب أنا هعمل كده إزاي? How can I do this? Look at the square A, B, C, D. The side lengths of the square. As example, let's take one to answer. Who does not answer? Judy. Okay, Arwa. You can unmute. Okay, I will unmute you all. Huh? Arwa's here.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Arwa. How are you? Okay. Look at the square ABCD. Do you know how the side of the square is how many units? يعني اللينس بتاع السايد AB. As you see, how many units? How many squares? يعني اللينس بتاعها كم unit?
4.
No. We consider the one square as a unit. يعني السكوير الواحد as a unit. So يبقى AB دلوقتي كام unit? from here to here 1 unit and from here to here another unit. So AB يعتبر كام unit of length? 2 units. So and BC as the same 2 units and DC 2 units. All the sides of the square are equal. دي حاجة that we know from the properties of a square. All its sides are equal in length. So when I want to draw one congruent أنا عايز أرسم triangle square التاني XYZL congruent to ABCD. طيب how can I draw this? I will draw a line like this red one by 2 units يعني برضو نفس اللينس بتاعتها.
Yes.
And another one down 2 units and this one with 2 units. You try it by yourself after we finish, okay?
Okay.
So and continue or complete the name of the square XYZL. That's it. Easy?
Yes.
Okay. Where's Judy? Judy, okay. Judy, you can unmute yourself. Oh, Judy. Hi. We want to draw the square BQRS congruent to the square MNEF. This big square. I want to draw another one congruent to it. So could you tell me the square that drawn already? MFEN. How many units is side? It's a side. How many units length? It's a side. How many units? Count this. Count with me. From here to here, 1. From here to here, another 1. From here to here, How many units now, Judy? Look, 1, 2, 3. So the units are, the side lengths are equal 3 units here, Judy. So when we want to draw this line with 3, 1, 2, 3, and here as the same 1, 2, 3, and here the same, and complete the name of the square PQRS. Okay. Now I want to conclude something important. This square consider a special case of congruency. Why? Because when I want to draw a square, as example, as in the last or the previous example here, when we want to draw this one, A, B, C, D, we know only that the unit of length of the side of the square is 2, and we draw the other square with 2 side lengths, and they are congruent. And here, when we want to draw another square congruent to this, we found that the length of the side of the square is 3, and we draw it by only the side length. طيب what about the angles؟ احنا ليه ما قلناش فين الانجلز؟ مش احنا اتفقنا ان في 2 conditions لازم يكون السايدز equal للسايدز والانجلز equal للانجلز. Anyone can tell me this?
Miss me.
Yes, you can say. Ahmed?
Miss, you unmuted me.
Miss, I want to answer. Me.
Miss, can I answer?
Yassine?
This guy's the question again.
Where is the second condition? Why did I used only the side lengths? ليه ما قلتش فين الانجلز يا عبد الرحمن? Where is the condition of the angles of the square?
Me.
Say كده مهران.
Okay.
Me, Miss.
The first one, A concluded to X.
Okay, لا يا مهران, understand my question. I want to say احنا لما جينا when we want to draw another square congruent للسكوير الاولاني, هو احنا سألنا غير احنا عملنا ايه؟ احنا رسمنا بس السايد صح؟ طب what about the angles؟ مش المفروض ان عندي two conditions, شرطين, شرط السايدز وشرط الانجلز؟ هو ده بقى السؤال, ايش معنى الانجلز؟ ما اتكلمتش عنها في السكوير.
أنا مش أنا.
هو
Miss
مصطفى كده.
Because the square all of the time has right angles.
excellent مصطفى excellent برافو عليك. لأن احنا زي ما قلنا in the rectangle in all the squares has the right angles. برضو السكويرز الانجلز بتاعتها كلها right. all of them are right. فأي two squares في الدنيا خلاص كل الانجلز هنا هتكون زي the same in the other one. يعني ليه قلنا the square consider a special case. If the two squares are congruent, we need only one condition اللي هو بتاع السايد. أجيب السايد equal the other side or the corresponding side. طب what about the angles? Because all of us know that the angles of the squares, all the squares are right angles. يعني أي square في الدنيا الانجلز بتاعته right. It's measured 90 degrees. خلاص هو already the condition of the angles are already checked. هو متحقق خلاص. فهمنا؟ Any square I want to say that, or two squares I want to say they are congruent, you need only the condition of the side. If one side from here is equal to the corresponding side from the other, now they are congruent. Okay. This is drill 2.
Miss, I know.
Yes, it's so easy here. Join from the group A to congruent from group B.
Me, can
Who
I
does
answer?
not answer before?
I answer one time. I answer one time. I want to answer.
I didn't answer.
I want to answer one time.
Yes.
I want to answer one time.
I didn't answer. Two times.
Okay. Anas, the first triangle. Anas does not answer it before.
Yes, yes.
Huh. Tell me any figure congruent to another from this group to this group. Or the
Circle
triangle, first
for
triangle.
a circle for the other circle.
The circle for the circle, excellent. And we can say the rectangle with the rectangle. You have two types of triangles, this one by this one. So easy.
This is very, very easy.
Okay, I want you to draw the last drill by yourself in the school book.
Miss, can I?
The previous drill, this one. You can do it by yourself. It will be so easy.
Page what?
Page. Wait, I don't have the book now. Wait, I will tell you. Okay, it's already in the exercise of the lesson, the congruency. You will find it.
Okay.
But I don't remember the number of the page exactly.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Guys, we will end the session at this part. That's enough for today. The next session, inshallah, I want you to follow the lessons I put in Tuesday and Thursday. We upload 2 videos every week. عايزين نتابع برضه الفيديوز عشان ما ننساش ان احنا كل اسبوع بنتابع الفيديوز بتاعت الشانل على اليوتيوب. Do you follow this؟ عارفين ده؟ يعني الفيديوهات دي هتلاقوها اصلا من الاول approximation. هتلاقوا الفيديوز بتاعت جريد 4 موجودة على الماس بلاي ليست بتاعتنا. فما ننساش لان احنا هنبقى ده بيكمل ده. يعني ممكن حاجة انا اقولها على الشانل بتاعت اليوتيوب مش هقولها تاني هنا عشان ايه هيكون مفيش وقت. يا دوب بقى هنكون دخلنا في موضوع البروجكت وكده.
بس
فمن المرة يعني ايه نراجع هنا وهنا، نتابع من هنا. وانا هحاول اقول اللي قلته هنا تاني بسرعة كده عشان بس ايه نلحق نخلص.
مس
نعم. يس.
لقيت بس الصفحة.
ايه؟
لقيت الصفحة.
تابع بقى all of you. Follow the channel of the YouTube and every Tuesday and Thursday I upload a video to a lesson. يعني الفيديو بتاع الكونجروانسي ده موجود وكل الابروكسيميشن موجود هتلاقيهم. تمام. المرة الجاية إن شاء الله we're gonna take the similarity. Okay guys. See you soon. Bye bye. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye.